Welcome to 5 Minutes with NRT Project Accounting. Today's session covers project creation and setup. We're going to start by showing a before and after type contrast between QuickBooks and Project Accounting. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the contract main screen in Project Accounting and the project tree here. We'll expand it out for you to see. And we'll slide it over a little bit. Okay, so you can see on the left is our QuickBooks and on the right is our Project Accounting. You'll notice there's one marked difference, and that is these very top levels that you see are not appearing over here, but everything else does. And what that is those very top levels in QuickBooks are considered to be the customer, and they will move to our customer tab over here. So what remains is the level 2s and the level 3s, and anything additional underneath that you may create in QuickBooks will come over and populate as a project here. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new job, and we'll go to our parent in QuickBooks, and we'll just click on New Add Job, and we'll just go ahead and create a new time and material one, and we'll call this Option Year 2, and we'll change the description here. And essentially, that's all we really need to do in QuickBooks, because all the other information that's associated with the job will actually be populated in Project Accounting. So you can see here we've created our new job, and we'll go over to Project Accounting now into Utilities. And we have a utility that says Create or Update Contracts from existing jobs. So when we run this utility, it will now populate this new job or any new jobs that have been created in QuickBooks, and we'll place it into our contract maintenance screen. So now when we come over here and we expand this out, we create a new T&M. You can now see we show 3 T&Ms, the base year, option year 1, and option year 2. And that is the same thing we see over here. We're going to click on the one that we just created. You can see all kinds of information in here. Contract numbers, which would be associated with the contract number provided by your customer. SBA numbers, if you're tracking those numbers. You'll also see a number of different contract types. There's various types of contract types we have. We have cost plus, time and material, fixed price. We also have indirect type jobs as well. So you can create things like fringe and G&A and bid and proposal and IR&D. So the contract type tells us the type of revenue formula we're going to be using on our contract. And so you see we're picking a time and material here, what level we're going to be billing at. This is the lowest level for this particular tree. What our funded and contract amount is. This is the original values that are placed in here when the contract's awarded. We obviously have a screen over there where it says change orders that will show you and track additional incremental funding and contract value changes, whether it's an 8A contract, whether you're a prime or a sub. And what the account profile is. The account profile tells us the project, what revenue accounts, if it's a direct project, and what cost accounts can be used. Who your project manager is on this job. This is a list of active employees who are identified as managers. I'm doing a reporting segment, so we can choose that option as well. Various tracking information, such as when the project was created, CLIN numbers, purchase orders. These would be numbers provided by your customer. They can also all be tracked on here. Tab number 2, again, as I mentioned, is our customer tab. You can see that this is the customer that was associated over here on QuickBooks. The location, we can have any number of locations set up and assigned to these projects. It's primarily a reporting option. We have a pools tab, and there's in NRT Project Accounting, we track 3 different types of indirect rates. We track the actual rates, the target or projected rates, and provisional rates. And so this is where provisional rates would be placed. We track assignments. This is an assignment-based system, so assignments can be placed on the project itself, or they can be set up in the employee maintenance screen. We have a structures tab, so you can navigate through the structure as it develops. A change orders, which can track incremental contract and funded amount changes after the original values are placed in. A status tab that shows you what has been posted against this project. And we'll also even track budgets if there's budgets available against the job, so you can track budgets as well. There's an invoicing tab that tells us what kind of invoice formats we want to use with this project. So we'll just use a simple one here. What our terms are for like net 30 or net 60. And then we also have options to track tax codes and other things that may be related to this job. At this point, we can go ahead and hit save. And if there's any errors with it, it will come back and tell us we need to fix them. So we were good on that one. But basically, I'll do the assignment here so you can see that I can set up an employee again here, and it will actually go into my, not only if you're using E-Time, it will feed over to E-Time, but it will also go into our employee maintenance. We have labor category rate schedules that can be set up. So if you have different kinds of rates over different fiscal years, those can be set up against the project as well. And we set up this individual, and this will now go on my time card. You can see the rate schedule can be set up here for a T&M. Okay. So when I hit a save, this assignment becomes active and has been assigned to the employee. So we can make a quick trip over into our employee maintenance screen, and we can pull up the employee it was assigned to. You can see this is the assignment we just did for that project. And this, again, it's been fed over into E-Time so that a person can charge to it. When we inactivate projects, it will shut down charging. You can also manage the individual assignments on the employee maintenance screen itself. And these projects, since this is a direct project that we use for revenue and billing, you can actually do revenue and billing through QuickBooks and have it feed into project accounting, or we can do actual revenue and billing from project accounting and have it post into QuickBooks. This concludes today's session. Our next session will be on indirect pool setup. If you'd like more information about NRT and NRT products, you can visit our website at www.nrtbusinesssolutions.com, or feel free to email us at info@nrtbusinesssolutions.com. And I thank you very much for watching.